The First Lady, Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, yesterday extended an invitation to host all presidential aspirants of various political parties tomorrow at the State House Conference Center, Abuja, for the break of Ramadan fast dinner, iftar. It was gathered that the invited personalities were instructed to drop their mobile devices at home and only carry their invitation cards, which would serve as the only entry permit for the event. Good afternoon and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh, and sizzling news all day long. Before I go into details of today's news, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, why are you not subscribed? You should be subscribed by now. If you have been able to watch to this stage, I know that you enjoy what you're listening to, so why not just subscribe? Also, click on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we post. Don't forget, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the details of today's news. The First Lady Aisha Muhammadu Buhari yesterday extended an invitation to host all presidential aspirants of various political parties tomorrow at the State House Conference Center, Abuja, for the break of Ramadan fasts, iftar. It was gathered that the invited personalities were instructed to drop their mobile devices at home and only carry their invitation cards, which would serve as the only entry permit for the event. So far, those who have indicated interest to contest the presidential election include Vice President Yemi Osibanjo, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, the All Progressive Congress APC national leader Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, former Governor of Anambra State Peter Obi, and former President of the Senate Aim Pius Haim and Bukola Saraki, respectively. Others are the Governor of Rivers State Nelson Wike, his Kogi State counterpart Yahaya Bello, and that of Ebonyi State Dave Umahi, that of Sokoto and Bauchi State Aminu Tambua and Bala Mohammed, respectively. Former Governor of Imo State Rochas Okorocha, Minister of Labour and Employment Senator Chris Ngige, Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi, businessman Issa Ayatu Din, among others, have also indicated interest to contest the presidential elections next year. However, it was gathered that the directive to them not to approach the venue with phones would not apply to Osibanjo and other governors and ministers who are expected to be at the meeting. Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Office of a Wife of the President, Aliyu Abdullahi, who confirmed the development, said, "There is no issue here. This is a standard operational protocol in the villa when you are having either of the three occupants of a presidency in attendance. If they are coming for an event, this is supposed to be DSS enforced because outsiders will come. That's the security and standard protocol, whether the president is having an event or the vice president or the first lady is having an event. The dropping of phones does not apply to the vice president. How can you expect that to apply to the vice president or even ministers?" he asked. Meanwhile, some critical stakeholders and opinion molders yesterday shared divergent views over the invitation. While some viewed the development as strange and unwarranted, wondering in what capacity the president's wife is meeting with aspirants, others said the woman has demonstrated a kind of maturity and understanding which her husband lacks and had failed to show in the last 7 years. Although the majority of senior members of the ruling APC, especially from the southern region, bluntly refused to react to the development, stakeholders from opposition parties said the First Lady has simply demonstrated a managerial and accommodative spirit which the President lacks. Commending Aisha for the move, spokesman of the Middle Belt Forum, Mr. Isua Dogo, said, "With what she has done, I feel Nigeria would have been better administered if she was the president. This is motherly care and love for the country, basically on the fact that she simply wanted the aspirants to eschew campaign of calumny against one another, but rather concentrate on their promise and vision instead of being desperate to bring down one another." Dogo added that since it was an invitation and not a summoning, whoever is not interested can as well distance him or herself from the meeting. It has nothing to do with the Constitution, and she has not really gone out of her way. Her intention is clear, which is simply to fraternize with aspirants, to erase bitterness as we are beginning to witness among them. Similarly, National Chairman of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, Ralph Nwosu, commended the move, saying at least President Buhari's family must have begun to realize some of its mistakes and now trying to make corrections at the twilight of the administration. Nwosu, in line with Dogo, said the intention behind the invitation is not bad. She is only going to let all the presidential aspirants understand the fact that despite belonging to different political platforms, the country that they are all aspiring to rule, peradventure, if they win, is one and same. This is a good gesture, especially now that the division in Nigeria is obvious and dangerous. The meeting is like a kind of reunion of political parties, and hopefully those that will be in attendance would pick one or two things from it. Also, Emeritus President General of Aka Ikenga, Chief Godi Nwazuruike, has said the controversy over the First Lady's directive was unnecessary. Me personally, I think this is just her being mature and, trying to promote unity and trying to let them know that no matter politics, no matter the political party that you belong to, we are still the same and we are still supposed to be fighting for one goal, which is unity and prosperity for the country. So I think that is what she's trying to let them know. Put all your differences aside for once. Let's all come together towards one common goal, which is prosperity for the country. This is where I'm going to stop for now. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button. Most importantly, click on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we post. We still have more great news coming your way today. Please stay with us.